Three, two, one. Greetings, foolish mortal. 'Tis I, Viktorya Roze Tassi. Last week I vended at XCon, which is a paranormal con, not an adult con. Calm down, please. And while it was great to be able to be vending since 2019, I believe was where I last vended, it didn't meet my expectations, the con. So now let's get into it, shall we now? There are a whole lot more cons than there are pros, so I'm going to go into the pros first. So, this isn't exactly a pro or a con, however, I purchased the $99 vending spot because honestly that's all I could afford. It came with a space for a card table, which I purchased from Wally World. And when I got to the venue, I saw that I did not have that space at all. I had a big table. And when I talked to Margie, she was the one in charge of the vendors hall about it. She said to me, "Oh yes, the hotel had a couple of extra spots, so we just did all to even it out a bit." And apparently this was last minute, so she literally had no time to send emails out, which is okay. And also on top of that, the $99 vendor spot that I purchased said that I would not have provided lunch, which was fine with me. I bought a sandwich with me from home. However, when I got to the venue spot, I was alerted that I would indeed have lunch. And when I talked to Margie again about it, she said to me that, sorry, my screen's jiggling a bit. There's no earthquake whatsoever, just a bit of an awkward setup right here. She said to me that the hotel had extras, which okay. I'll take what I'm giving you, okay? And now onto the cons. This first con that happened is something that I guess I'm more accustomed to in California. However, I did not receive any emails in relation to vending. Like, there was no once a week email that came out saying, "Hey, the weather's going to be this weather forecast, so be certain to bring whatever clothing is equitable to the climate, and also be sure to bring a lot of water to drink." There was not anything like that. The only time when I received an email was when I reached out first saying, "Hey, it did it like whatever." Her just I eh. This next one is something that happened to me, and I don't understand what happened. So what happened is that I may suffer from a fainting disorder, which okay. However, I was wearing a heart monitor, which I'm not wearing right now. It was taken off me, then sent off to the heart lab to be analyzed. So I was on my way to the bathroom from the stall because of reason. And this was Saturday of the con, so there was a giant masquerade party going on inside the main room. And so when I'm coming up to the bathroom, I see these two awesome Men in Black cosplayers coming towards me, and they're like, chatting. So I catcalled them. I say, "Hey, I love your cosplay." The woman takes out the flashing pen, holds it at me, says it to me, and then boom, I'm on the floor. I black out for like 2 or 3 seconds. However, when I came to, both the men and women in black were fussing over me because they both work in the medical field. It's just I loved them to death. They were honestly so sweet. They were checking up on me throughout the night Sunday. Sorry, and throughout the night Saturday and much into the night Sunday. I oh my goodness, absolutely sweet. The next not nice thing that happened to me was that the option where I choose to vend was listed at $50. However, when I went to go check out, it was priced at $99. When I bought this up to Margie on Sunday, I believe, Saturday or Sunday, she gets absolutely pissed. She said to me that the first price should be $99, that she had no idea what happened. And when I was talking to my mom on the car from the venue Sunday, she said to me that I should have asked Margie to refund me the $49 because fair's fair. I was just so frazzled because, tear down and stuff like that. And yeah. Also, I made about $55 on altogether, which is, it's not good. However, it's also not bad at all because I've been massively out of practice with vending. Just so the con was in one of the ballrooms. The entire con was there. There were vendors in there. There were guest speakers, and just yeah. Anyway, it was a bit overwhelming for me too at times. I had to keep stepping out into the hallway so that way I could reorient myself. There was also like no con security, which yeah, I kept having to relay to Margie about everything. This last not nice thing that happened didn't happen at the con but at home. So this year I incorporated dog treats into my booth because everyone loves dogs. They either have dogs or they know someone who has a dog. I was selling them for $5 for a baggie of 4, which the treats were made at me at home. And I was only able to make 4 baggies of treat because I may have broken my mom's blender. Okay, technically speaking, the recipe called for a food processor. However, there's no food processor at home, so I just used the next best thing, which was my mom's blender. Just, I'm sorry, Mama. If the blender is actually broken, then I'll get you one for Christmas. And yeah, things that I would do for next year if I wanted to vend at XCon again, which I do not want to vend at XCon again because I didn't make much sales. I mean, I create fandom and pop culture inspired jewelry, while XCon was more paranormal based. I did make a couple of sales, but next year I would make more doggy treats, and I'll also have a food processor. More than 4 baggies. I made 4 baggies of 5 dog treats each. Sold them for $5. I sold 3 of the 4 baggies, which was really nice. I would also bring more charging plugs. I bought only the one charging plug for my phone. And I also had to use it to charge my card reader, which I'm going to go back into the negative positive about Econ for a bit. So I had a older PayPal card reader, which I was trying to sync up to my phone. It would not sync up at all. And so finally I say, this does not work. I'm afraid I'm going to have to do cash only. I get to the con. I'm getting set up. I get my apron on. I have something in my apron. Put my hand into my apron. Take my hand out. And it's one of the new updated PayPal card readers. So, yeah. Anyway, I had to go into my phone and noodle around with it. I have no idea how to turn the tip function off. And yeah. By the way, I apologize most sincerely for the awkward layout of the video. However, I am trying my best. And I bought only the one charging plug. And by charging plug, I mean the piece that goes into the plug and the piece that goes into the plug. And sorry, a random window just popped up on my computer. That charges into the plug, and from there I can put the charging cord into it. I bought only one of those, however I should have bought another one for my card reader, which I charged in between uses. And yeah. One other thing before I log off. However, when I was at the con, there was a panel on Bigfoot. And so when I get home that night, I say to my parents, "Oh yeah, I should have gotten Daddy dressed up in that Bigfoot onesie that I got him for his birthday last year," which is funny. And we also should have had him doing domestic things around the house, such as, for example, doing the dishes, unclogging the toilet, folding laundry. Yeah, I should have done that. I should have bought no pictures with me just so that way I could mess with people. Because that's usually the kind of person I am. And that's it for now. I do not know how to end videos. Bye!